Good morning, it's me. I'm back. I'm Stephanie Flath, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live on Wednesday at 10:30 a.m. I'm on time, and it is June 29. So you can find me live every Wednesday at 10:30 Eastern, and you can find me any other time. You can find me on my website at dazzledbystamping.com. So you can place orders there. You can find events that I have going on there. I have clubs and classes, though I don't have tons of classes scheduled right now. And you can find out about becoming a team member, all those sorts of things. So I'm gonna, when you get on, let me know that you're here, because I love to see that. I love to know who I'm chatting with, even though I might forget eventually. And I'm going to refresh my screen here a second so that I can see comments, even when I'm crafting. Sometimes they show up better. Oh, good job. Hi, Terry and Marcia. Sometimes I see them on the computer before I see them on my phone. So, or instead of, or something, like nothing's really showing up on my phone, but I see you. Hi, Nancy and Marlene. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm really excited about what I'm sharing today. It's two different celebration items that coordinate with each other. Love that. So, let's see, is there anything going on? Well, the weekend's coming up, which is also sort of a holiday weekend. I mean, it is the holiday weekend, but the holiday, isn't the 4th actually on Monday? Thanks for sharing, Penny, and hi, Carrie. Depending on Todd's schedule, we may go up to Traverse City just for a day, not spend the night, because Cherry Festival is starting this weekend. But why we want to go, actually, is because sometime after we were in Maui, we found out, hi Jamie, we found out that there is a lavender farm up in Traverse City, on the peninsula between the two bays, and I don't remember how we found out about it. I feel like somebody told us about it, and it was after at least some of our people. I'm not sure if we had thought of going to a lavender farm or not, but for some reason that excursion got canceled on the incentive trip. So anyway, somehow we found out there was one up in Traverse City, so we went and checked it out. We go by it every time because we go up on the point every time. And so when we went there in the fall, in October, we went there and everything had been harvested already, but it was kind of cool. We saw their barn was full of lavender that was hanging drying, so that was kind of cool. But we would love to go see it in full bloom, so that's around now. So we'll see what happens. Todd's working covering somebody else's job this week and going in at 4 in the morning and may have to work on Saturday, so we'll see what happens. So, okay, so I have enough of you here. I'm going to do my randomizer. So I have 3 projects to give away today because I made, so I used the Robot Buddies kit last time, and but I made alternate ideas, and I made 3 more of those besides the week before. It comes with 3 different designs in the kit. Kits, by the way, are still buy one get one half off. So they're it's a great way to introduce your friends or family or whatever. Hi Dina, thanks for sharing. Thanks Terry for sharing. To crafting. It's an easy way to do it, and the kits are so cute, and it's all inclusive. So whatever it is that you get in your kit, it's all you need except maybe scissors, or if you don't like the adhesive, if you like a different kind of adhesive rather than they include mini glue dots that are sort of hard to deal with. So you can add adhesive if you want, but otherwise you might just need scissors if there's any ribbon or whatever. Excuse me. But anyway, so I have 3 projects to give away. And the way you get entered into my drawing is by sharing my video. So share today's video and then come back and comment that you shared it so then I know, because I can't tell who all shares. Okay, so I'm starting my randomizer. It's just a computer generated, where'd my pen go? Dina, you're my first winner. I'm putting them on Post-it notes now, so I can just go put the Post-it notes right on my project, so I don't have to keep looking it up. Deanna Edwards. Congratulations. Okay, so I'm going to pick another name and start. Jamie Rose. I think I still owe you one. I'm not sure. It's got your name on it if it's still here. Congratulations. And then one more. Pick another name. Start. Marcia Hill. Yay. Okay. Congrats, girls. Thanks so much for sharing. I appreciate it, and hopefully others enjoy my videos too, and sort of is a bright spot in their day. That's what I hope my videos are, is a bright spot. Hi, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh, hi, Stacy. I saw a video last night that totally made me think of you. It was maybe you've seen it. You'll have to look this up if you've not seen it. It was entitled something like, if spouses were to handle end of year graduations. It was pretty funny. Instantly thought of you. I know there's so many other teachers out there that are so thankful to be done with the school year and just have a good break. No, it was a funny thing, Stacy, not a bad thing. Anyway, but I thought of you, and then I was thinking, well, what all other teachers do I know that would totally relate to this? Okay, so I can see my comments. I can see what's going on. So beside, that's funny. Yeah, I totally understand that, but you still would get a kick out of the spouse handling it. It's end of year awards, we'll call them. Okay, excuse me. So I'm going to show you what I'm going to work. Oh, I was starting to say, I always interrupt myself because then I see a comment and have to say hi and whatever. So two more days? Yes, 2 more days. Today and tomorrow are the last days that you can order anything from the January to June mini catalog, or you might call it a spring catalog. That's what it used to be called, mini catalog. There are many things that have carried forward into our annual catalog that has been live since May, but there are some things that are completely going away. Sorry, you missed your name. Yes, Marcia, you did win. There are quite a few stamp sets that are gone already, but if you have the stamp sets and not the dies still seem to be around. Some of the designer paper is gone, that sort of thing. But if there's still something on your wish list, you need to check it out. Okay, so now I'm going to start with my stuff. So I have, so this is the first one. I adore this stamp set. They are too cute. Hippest Hippos. I just think they're adorable. I liked the Hippo set that we had. Did it retire? We had a Hippo set, and I liked it, but I didn't like that it had unicorns in it, so I didn't want to buy it. But anyway, so here is the stamp set, and you can earn it. You can't buy it. You can earn it with a $50 order. And then there's also coordinating dies with lots of cute little things. And I have some of the dies off the page. So I got this tip from, I have this set arriving today. Yay! So fun. So I got this tip from, I think it was, did we see it on tour, Terry? Or was it something, I don't know. I got a tip anyway that probably many people do this already, but it wasn't me. So the tip was to, before you take all your dies off, to make a copy of the dies and then put it in with your dies themselves. Actually, I would make 2 copies. Put it in with your dies themselves so that one, you can see like where they need to go if you have a hard time putting them back once you take them off, if you're trying to put them back on the sheet. But also you can tell if you're missing one. So there's this. And then also if you put a copy in your case, your stamp case, then you can again know if you have dies that are available if you don't keep them together. Like some of them are, some of the dies are on bigger sheets that don't fit in your thing, but I'm not one to put them in there anyway. So anyway, I thought that was a good idea, and because you never know when you're missing a tiny little die or whatever. Okay, so I showed you the dies. Now I'm going to show you projects. So I'm going to do my magic. So I have my magic wand. I'm going to backwards you, upside down you, and then I can turn you down. Now, if you have wondered why in the world I do that, it's not to make you dizzy or anything, and I'm sorry if it does, but it's so that you can see, like I'm holding my stamp set so that I can see it and you can see it. If I didn't flip you and backwards you and whatever, then you would be looking at it like this sort of thing, or I would have to turn my stuff upside down. Yeah, you're welcome. Oh, hi, Marcia. Have fun in Nashville. How long have you been there? Anyway, so it's not just to make your head swirl. So I try to warn you, like especially Carrie, she has a problem with that. But it's to help you. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start with just a piece of white cardstock. And I have this cute little ballerina or dancer. I'm not sure if yeah, it's a ballerina because she has ballet shoes on. Cute little ballerina. And I'm going to stamp her a few times with Memento because I'm going to color her in. Oh, I didn't see Michigan. Hey, I don't know where Nashville, Michigan is. Where is that? I saw Nashville and assumed Tennessee. I didn't read the rest of it. Okay, I'm starting in the middle because I'm putting 3 here. So I usually eyeball, but I need sort of a guide or a way to be able to do that to get them on here. So there. So I have 3 cute little ballerinas here. Okay. Now, southeast of Hastings. Okay, got it. I'm not sure if I've heard of that. Okay, now what I want to do is, hi Kathy. I want to, while this is drying, you know that I can't color this while it's still drying. Memento does have to dry before you can use the Stampin' Blends, even though the Stampin' Blends are made for it, that needs to be dry. So I'm going to use my, this is crumb cake, and I'm going to just make a, some ground, or I'm picturing a dance floor, you know, like the wood dance floors. I'm picturing that, that I'm going to make. So what I did was I pinched my lid with my thumbs to make a palette here. And I'm going to do one more thing too. We'll see how this works. I didn't try this at first on my first one. So I'm going to make some lines so that it sort of, I don't know, just looks like the wood grain. I just want it simple, but I was trying to give it a little definition. So I'm using my, these aren't called aqua painters anymore. What are they called now? Sorry. Water brushes, maybe? I don't know. If any of you people can help me, that would be great. Okay, so I always squeeze it. It's filled with water. The barrel is filled with water. I squeeze it to get it wet on my hand, and then I can pick up my color that I want. And I'm just going to sort of color around here. I guess those lines didn't really do much because I picked up so much color. But it's just so they're sort of, you have a floor that they're dancing on. I'm not trying to be very, very specific, though I do want that out of the way. All right. Maybe there's a better way to do this, but this is how I'm doing it. Okay. When you're done, you can just squeeze more water out, run it off until it's clear, and then you can go to the next color that you want. Okay, so I'm done with that. And again, I'm going to let this dry a little bit longer, so I'm going to do one more step here. So this is my card base here. So this is the Sweet Sorbet. It's one of the new in colors, and I'm putting a black background. So I'm just going to attach this to it to give my hippos a little bit more time to dry. Grab my adhesive. Okay, so I'm just going to set this aside. All right, so there's probably lots of different colors that you could color your smoky slate, color your hippos. In fact, I did 3 different colors on my sample, and I'll show you eventually. But I'm choosing light and dark smoky slate. So I'm using, I always prefer the brush tip. So this is the light. It doesn't look very light, but it's lighter than the other one. So I'm doing some of them that I've seen, like they totally have the belly white or a much lighter color or whatever. What I've chosen to do is I'm making the belly the same color as the mouth, the face. And there's a little more of the belly right here. Okay, now before I get on to the next color, oh, here's I'm using Petal Pink on the ears, just to give it a little bit of color inside. I'm going to do all the ears like that. All right, now I need my dark smoky slate. So I'm going to go on the ears. I probably get right in the camera when I'm doing this, don't I? I'm going to go around the eyes. This dark smoky slate actually looks like basic gray. So I'm not trying to blend with this. Usually when I'm using Stampin' Blends, I'm trying to blend the color dark to light. I'm not worrying about that because I'm just trying to get the definition between where the face is, where the rest of the body is. So, you know me, I'm not big into coloring. This is how I'm doing it. So, you could probably make it look even better. But this is what I'm choosing to do. So, I'm coloring the legs. It cracks me up. Coloring water painters. Thank you very much, Deanna. I'm coloring the legs all the way down to, there's the little slipper there. The strings wrap around the leg, but the little slipper is just right there. Okay, so now I'm going to use, for this one, I'm going to use the Parakeet Party. So we're going to have some colorful tutus here. I'm actually not sure if they're tutus. Quick question, anybody that knows anything about dance or ballet or whatever, is a tutu just a little skirt that ballerinas wear? Or I always think of, like, my definition of a tutu would have to have tulle. Do you know? Does anybody know? Okay, so I'm doing I did the ballet slippers also, and we're gonna paint her nails the same color as her outfit here. I love it. Okay, So here's my first ballerina, and just so you don't have to watch me do all of my coloring, I didn't put my first card together. I just did this. So, aren't they adorable? I love them. So, this is Smoky Slate, Dark and Light, and Parakeet Party. This one is Smoky Slate on the body, and then Smoky Slate with using the color lifter to make it lighter on the nose and belly, and then Sweet Sorbet. And then this one is Gray Granite, Dark and Light, and Tahitian Tide for the skirt and the ballet slippers and everything. Okay, so now I'm going to put my card together. That was a quick coloring job, wasn't it? So I'm going to put this down. So I have just a tiny border all the way around. And then I also, okay, so I'm going to show you really quick. Oh, it's not on this one. It's on this. So I use this tiny little flower here with the coordinating colors of their tutus. And can you see them in there? I put adhesive sheets on the back before I ran them through. And so I'm going to take it off, and I can just peel the backing off. I probably could use a mini glue dot also, but I like the idea of it already just having the adhesive on it. So we're having a colorful dance recital here, as you can see. There we go. Okay, and I want to do one more thing to those. So I have my black marker. Not sure which end will be better. I'm going to try the tiny end. And I'm just going to make it a black center on it. I decided I didn't want to add like an enamel dot or something like that. I decided to just go with coloring it black in the center. So all three of these colors are, thanks, all three of these colors are from the newest set of In Colors. Okay, now I used, this is from the Stitched Rectangles dies. I used, it's actually the single one, thank you, Jamie. It's not shaped like anything else. I should pull it really quick. So in my rectangles dies, there's all these that are graduated, all these that are graduated, and then there's this single one that is this size. So I'm going to use the stamp. Now, because I'm not coloring this, and you know well, maybe you don't remember. I love StazOn. I love how black StazOn is, much better than Memento. So whenever I can, I use it. So because I'm not coloring it and it's red rubber, I can use StazOn. So I'm stamping You're Always on Point. So you probably could make it a congratulations card. You could make it a thank you card. You know, the always on point thing makes me think of thank you. Could you move? Oh, sorry. Thanks, Terry. I always worry about whether or not I'm on camera, and then I forget and I get off camera. Thank you, Terry. For some reason, always being on point makes me think of a thank you note. So I'm going to use, these are the newest In Colors matte decorative dots. And I'm just going to use, because I want them to be all the same, I decided, and I don't have bigger of the lemon lime twist. Lemon lime twist, that's the old one. Parakeet Party. I am using the smallest one, so I'm going to put, oopsie, put this here, and then I need Sweet Sorbet, and then I need Tahitian Tide. Oops. There. Yeah, I know they do look like candy dots, Jamie. Okay, and now I need dimensionals, so I'm just going to put a couple on the back. There we go. Well done. So I totally coordinated all my colors and have this cute little hippos. Okay, so I'm not sure that I told you. So the stamp set is available with a $50 order, and the, thank you, Jamie, and the dies are available with a $50 order. So you don't get them all together, but you don't have to necessarily get them at the same time either. Okay, so there's that one. Okay, my next one, I already did some, well, I already stamped my, oh, can you even see it? You can't see it. Let's try it this way. It's not showing up all either. I already stamped my, it'll show better on this picture. Thanks, Dina. Okay, so I stamped this one. You can maybe see it better on this case. And I'm just going to do the same. Actually, I think I'm going to do, what is it called? Gray granite on this one. Okay, light and dark. Okay, so I'm just going to do the same kind of coloring. I'm going to start with my petal pink. And I'll get my, this is the light, right? Yeah. Man, I double checked 2 or 3 times to make sure I'm doing the right thing. And I still forget. Did I check? Okay, so I'm doing the face and the belly, the light. This time I'm going to not color the mouth. The first time I did it, I just went hog wild or hippo wild. And I colored the mouth instead of leaving it white. Now I could do some shading if I wanted to, but I don't. Okay, so now we're gonna do the dark. Sorry, I just realized I'm not talking again. That's what happens when I color too. Get the ears. All right, I forgot about these nails. I'm just gonna do the petal pink on these nails this time. So did you guys all get your mini catalog and brochure? So you're all ready for July 1? I forgot to mention that, at least I don't think I did, mention that that's when these Sale-a-Bration items become available. And there'll be new product in the, I would call it a holiday catalog, but the July to December mini catalog. There, isn't he cute? Oh, good. I'm glad that you got it. Okay. So now I have some I have some pieces here that I already have cut. I have this little boat and the life preserver. I have them already cut, and both of them have adhesive sheets on the back, especially with something smaller like this. I like the adhesive sheets on the back. So this is Coastal Cabana, Calypso Coral, Basic Black. I'm going to put those aside for a minute. My card base is going to be, oh, I know, lots of beautiful things. My card base is going to be Bermuda Bay. And then I'm going to make some water here with, this is the Starry Sky. This is a 4th new in color. And I'm going to get these things out of the way a minute because I want to show you what I'm going to do. So first of all, I'm going to show you my dies. So here's my, here's the dies that I used already. This is a waves die, and I'm going to show you how I used it. Hopefully you can, well, I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see as when I cut it. But the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the top to get a nice wave at the top. Okay. And then I'm going to kind of go back and forth. So I have other waves here. It does not cut the bottom. It just cuts the top. Let me show you closer. It cuts the top, and then it gives little waves in the hump of these waves. Does that make sense? So if I go up here, I'm not cutting this right off of my piece. I'm just cutting the wave on the top. All right, so I'm not sure if you can see it, but I wanted to try to show you what I was doing. We'll see. Get it back in here. Okay, so I'm using the mini boss. So I'm cutting the top off first. I mean, you don't necessarily have to do it in this order. I just sort of wanted to show you my vision, and I'm trying to line that up with my left hand, which is not a good way to do it since I'm not left-handed. And I want this to go in. I want the top to go in first. Just a second. Right hand. Let's try this. It still moved, but we'll be all right. Okay, so I'm running this through. Okay, so you can see I have the wave at the top, and then there's also little waves just sort of embossed in there. That's the part of the die. Okay, now I want to just do part of this here. Because I want more waves cut into it. This is only, I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this, because it's only like 3 3/4, 3.5, no, just over 3 inches long. And I was trying to figure out how I was going to put my waves on here. Okay, so now I have this, it's cut there also, but not all the way through. And then I'm going to come from the other side and do another wave here. Thank you, Kathy. Okay. I'm going to get this out of the way and show you again. Okay. So I have my wave up at the top here, and I have waves there, and I have waves here. Okay? So now what I want to do is, well, first of all, no, I'm going to, how do I want to do this? Just a second. I need to get this out of the way. I sort of need to play with it to see how high everything needs to be. That's kind of, oh, the water is at the bottom. Duh. This is going to be lower. So this is what I'm trying to do. So I'm going to take the backing off my boat. Now it can be just look like a sailboat sort of thing, or there is also, I couldn't figure out what it was at first, and then I looked in the brochure. There is also a little propeller, so you can make it a little motorboat. So it's up to you how you want to do that. But I'm going to put my life preserver on my boat. I'm going to, you know what, I'm just going to not worry about my hippo at the moment. I'm putting it between my waves, except I want it tipped a little bit differently. Okay, and now I'm going to put I could have put, but I did not, I could have put adhesive sheet on my waves too, but I didn't. I want to get this edge. Okay, now I'm not worrying about if my hippo was behind the boat, or behind the water. I just want to make sure that he's in the boat. And I know that the rest of it is okay. So we'll put this at the bottom here. And I still want all my waves to be together. Like I'm not trying to pull apart my waves. I just wanted to be able to tuck in my boat. Oops, sorry. So I'm still pushing these together, so I'm not trying to see the coastal cabana through it. Okay, now this is going to go on my basic black. And then this is going to go on my card base. These are so cute. All right, now I did my die cut circle, which is from these stylish shapes, by the way. There's square circles and then these flag banner things. And where's my stamp that's not it. Okay, so the one that I'm using is Aw, You Really Are the Best. And then a couple dimensionals. Put this up here. Now, one more thing that I want to do. I'm trying to decide. No, I'm not trying to decide. Well, I'm not sure if it needs bling. Like if it's for a guy, it definitely doesn't need bling. But we're gonna, just so I can show you one more thing, we're gonna make it not be for a guy, okay? So these are adhesive backed sequins and gems. And it actually is, I didn't realize this, I just looked at the color and thought, oh, these would go well. These are Coastal Cabana, Fresh Freesia, and then these are just iridescent. They're part of, there's a snowflake bundle in the catalog. Oops, I just pulled two of them off. And it's part of that suite. So I'm just going to add these here. I feel like it's too sparse. I'm going to do one more here, one more here. Right. That's it. Okay, that's all the stamping that I'm doing. I did stamp one other card, but you can't see it yet because it's going to be a swap. and it's more die cutting. Okay, so I'm going to put you up so I can show you these better. Okay, on upside down, you put you backwards again, flip you up, and then one last little bit. Glad you girls like it. Thank you so much. Okay, so here is, here's my card. Oh, the hippos are so cute. So it's called Hippest Hippos. So I got this one, and then, okay, hi Jamie. And then here is my other one, the first one that I did. So remember, these are, thank you, remember these are 2 different items that you can get. The sequins don't come with either of this. This is something that you can buy from the mini catalog. Thank you, Nancy. The Hippo stamp set is free with the $50 order, and then the Hippo dies are a separate item that is free with a $50 order. So, so there's that. So that starts July 1. Both of the catalogs, both the mini catalog, that is the like holiday type thing, and then the Sale-a-Bration. So if you didn't catch on last year, Stampin' Up! Did it the same way this year. So they had Sale-a-Bration in January and February last year, and this year. And then this year they're having it July and August as well. So you have 2 months that you can earn Sale-a-Bration items. And I'm not aware of any, I don't know if any of you other demonstrators are aware. I didn't read any, but sometimes I miss it. I'm not aware of anything that's being carried forward. So these are exclusive items that you can only get during July and August. So, so that's it. Thank you for joining me today. I can't think of anything else that I need to tell you. So I will see you again next week, Wednesday, and it'll be after the 4th, and it'll be after Sale-a-Bration starts already. So have a great week. And the color one best, but the waves on the other is awesome. Yeah, I love that one. I love the waves. And that's a hint that's on my other card, my other spot too. Okay, have a great day, a great week, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.